What's up, Council? It's your president. And it's been a little bit since I've done a solo video, but I wanted to show you what I've been into recently, and uh, it's this game right here. It's called Limbus Company, and I don't know why, but it has like quickly become one of my favorite gachas, and uh, I've been making this will be my first video on it, obviously, and I've been playing it in the meanwhile to hold over some time for before some games come out this month, and I really like it. It's the story and everything is I think it's a lot better than some of the other gachas. I don't know why, and the characters too. They're filled with character. Like these are all the characters here, right? And the cool thing about this gacha game is they're not new characters, right? As you could see, they look kind of different from the like let's just click on Sinclair here. He looks a lot different from just regular Sinclair, right? Hold on, no, let me show you an example here. Where is Sinclair? Right here. This is regular Sinclair, right? So they have these things called somebody can correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but I believe it is identities, and these are kind of like they're like gacha mechanic things, right? So you could summon for these identities, which are kind of like I think I'm pretty sure they explain it as like you're looking into the mirror and you see somebody from another universe or another plane of existence. They're like a path that that your original self could have diverged on or went down. That's kind of like what these little things are, right? All these little personalities instead of just the base default one. But it is really cool, and I find all the characters so interesting. Some of my favorites are here. This woman here, her name is she's definitely a waifu material. Her name is Faust, and she's like the really smart person on the team. I like this woman here. Her name is Ryoshu. She's also one of my top favorites. She's just really funny sometimes, and she's badass, honestly. Let's see more than this. So this guy, he's pretty cool too. He's like the delinquent of the team, but he's like, I want to smash everything. He's cool. I'm gonna show you the gameplay of it now, but I'm a bit farther into the game, so just keep that in mind. It's not going to be from the beginning, but you play as I completely forgot to mention here, but you also play as somebody named Dante, and he's lost his head. Listen. This might not make sense the way that I'm telling you, so you might have to go and play it yourself and whatnot to figure out what I'm talking about. But the best I could explain it is that this person named Dante, which is you're like the main character, and you're the it's kind of like Fate Grand Order-ish in this way. You kind of command them. You're their manager. Dante is their manager, right? So you play as Dante, who is a guy who lost his head and it's replaced with a clock now. And this clock actually has the ability to completely reverse death of any of your sinners. So they can come back from the brink of death at the cost of Dante going through immeasurable pain over and over again, is how they explain it. And it's just, it's really cool, and I've been enjoying it a lot. Honestly, I'm sure I've already said that, but it's really fucking cool. And there's here, if I could show you here, you can do these too. These are I believe these are called egos, and they're kind of like a super move. Well, actually, not kind of. They are. I'd say that there's this game super move. So you activate it, right, and then you could press start here, all these things are like coin flips too in the combat, and you're always flipping these coins here. And there's also different ones. There's orange. There's green. I think green is glutton. They're like sins and whatnot, and or like theme like the is it the seven sins? Or correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah. See, like envy, lust, glutton. Yeah, and then you can if you want to, instead of just pressing. This is what I usually do, at least so far. So I don't have to put like a crazy amount of thought into it. So you just do win rate or the damage. Now I don't know if what I've been doing is probably incredibly inefficient. But it's been working out still. So I haven't fixed it. We'll probably need to think more later on. I know so because I've wanted to do a dungeon and got my ass kicked. So eventually, it's gonna require a little bit more thought than just like monkey braining it and pressing damage or win rate, right? At least I assume so. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I was just under-leveled for that dungeon. Yeah, the thing that interests me most about this is definitely the story. The story is... It can be a little bit hard to follow sometimes, but overall, I just love seeing the characters react to one another and react with the world around them, as well as the characters within that world. So, unless you don't want to, if you don't want to be spoiled, I suggest clicking off this now because I'm going to go through this little cutscene and whatnot and just like give you a certain feel for it. I'll give you the rundown of this real quick before we get into all this dialogue. This is like a corporation, right? In the universe called K Corp. There's a bunch of other corporations too. They're all different in their own way. And this one specifically is very technologically advanced and everything. They have like regenerative ampules, which are things that will bring you back from like the brink of death and heal you back up from combat, as long as the brain isn't destroyed. It's kind of like Dante's power, except that Dante can bring you back from death completely. So if you die, he can still bring you back. No matter what, it's like a resurrection. Even though he does have to go through, it's explained that it's like immeasurable pain every time you bring somebody back, and he never gets used to it. But yeah, this is Dong Reng. He is a scientist that employed us through contract, and our company that we work for is called Limbus. Limbus Company. That's the name of the game, right? But yeah, we're just gonna get into it. I'm gonna stop my yapping. So this is troubling. I don't mind other locations, but if this place were to be attacked, it'll cause a major setback. Oh, and I forgot to mention too. Terrorists of sorts have entered their lab and are destroying everything, and have taken over some like regenerative ampule bots to like turn on these people. So it's actually getting pretty bad. Mr. Jongring, you have an urgent call from a Director Alfonso. Oh boy, she's about to give me a talking to. Can't you talk to her for me, Sam Joe? I already have been, but her patience is nearing its limit. Oh well, I'm not getting away with this. Pardon me for a second. While Dongrang was away, we spotted an employee who hadn't even evacuated from the hallway, nervously wondering. Watch closely, Executive Manager. If you see a lackey snooping around like that in the middle of danger, it most likely means you found someone with useful information. It would be wise to make use of them. Hey, we're agents from a subcontracting firm here to deal with this commotion. What's going on? I've been looking for Miss Shreen, but I can't find her anywhere. I need to tell her to evacuate. She's left her computer on. Where could she be? I will find her. You evacuate first. Thank you. Now, while the terrorist informants have been removed, the staff is still in a muddle and her computer is left on. We're in a complete tactical advantage. It didn't even cost us any strength. Probably thanks to the pride in this achievement, Oidis, I think that's how you pronounce your name, correct me if I'm wrong. Oidis sounded much more excited than usual, but no one else seemed to care. The computer Shreen used, its password was miss you ran, right? Yeah, and here's Dante here. This is who you are, basically. See, he's pretty cool. He has this really neat jacket on with a clock head. Oh, and he doesn't really remember his past at all. That's what he's also trying to do, is get his old head back. We were told that she is in close relations with Ran, exchanging lots of messages. Ran is a woman who works for a terrorist organization, and Shreen is someone who is working as a double agent underneath this company. If we're lucky, we might find a pending email or some other clue on her computer. Should be hopefully give us some insight into the Technology Liberation Alliance, too. That's what they're called. We're quick to understand that was very much expected of my executive manager. I love all these characters, dude. They're so good. They're so good. There's Gregor. Alright, good. The problem is now, how are we going to sneak into the office? Who on our team is going to walk in there bold-faced and get it done without arousing suspicion? If I had to choose... Hold on, let me full screen. I just realized this whole time it wasn't full screen. If I had to choose a sinner who could keep a still face and avoid suspicion... Oh, not Dawn. Give this humble knight one more chance and I shall succeed. Mesrersalt, think you can handle it? As long as you command. They're all really cool. I love that's another one of that's my favorite. That's one of my favorite aspects, dude. Is like the story seems really good, genuinely good, and the character interactions and just the characters' personalities themselves are fucking amazing. Honestly, I know for somebody who has not played this game, this is going to be really confusing because this isn't like the start of the game, so you don't really have any background, and I'm sure I'm not explaining it nearly as well as somebody else would, but I'm trying my best. This is just kind of like the basics of it, alright? I just wanted to show you guys what I am doing as of recently. And then this is it, honestly, because I've been pretty addicted to this. And it doesn't seem like the by the way, it doesn't seem like the Gacha rates are that bad. I could be wrong. But overall, it's pretty good. I mean, last night they just came out with a brand new character, and I thought, hell with it. I might as well just summon for him. I did a 10 pull, and on my first 10 pull, I got the new character. It's pretty cool. I haven't upgraded him yet, though, because I don't really have anything to upgrade him with, like XP tickets and whatnot, to get him upgraded, or to get him leveled up, per se. But we're going to go through this mission here, we're going to get it done, and then I'll probably end the video there, because I just wanted to give a brief summary on this game and what I was doing, because I think it's cool and I think more people should know about it. They don't come out with any, like, necessarily new characters, quote unquote. It's always just the same character, but like a different, like, if them in like almost like a different universe or a timeline, if I would say. Like this version of Sinclair, like Sinclair is usually relatively reserved or shy, if you will. Very timid. And this version of Sinclair's, he's kind of like psychotic. Hey yo, post editor Colton here, and I just wanted to show you guys real quick as well. If you their upgrades are linked to these things called upties too, and I forgot to mention in the main video. After you like upgrade them to a certain point, they'll have this little story to them. So I'm just gonna let this roll out, and you guys can like watch all this. I'll just be quiet here, but it's really cool. also actually one of the best units in the game currently. It's called the One Who Grips, which is badass in itself, by the way. Yeah, he's called the One Who Grips, and as you can see, yeah, he did 49% of the damage on my team. So he's really, really good. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a basic rundown on what this game was and kind of how it works. But I probably blundered somewhere, probably everywhere. But I still nonetheless hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, and real quick before I end this, like I said, here's all the different stuff here. This is like the new banner. This is also I'm assuming a returning banner, because I don't think it said it was new. And then you just got the standard. And if for whoever wants to see the gacha rates, here is like basically like the 5 stars of the game. They're like 3 zeros. And then you got the rare, or like epic, if you will, of the game, which are like 2. But the 3s are the like the 5 stars of the game, and then egos are the super moves. You could actually get super moves out of these too, like different super moves. Let me show you what I mean by that. See, this right here is his default ego. I could get more for him, and it can make him better. That's what I've been up to. But anyways, I won't keep you any longer. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.